Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from the First American National Bank opening kick here between ICC and Meridian men. The Sophomore Day festivities, you can check them out later tonight on our YouTube channel. Just search Let's Go ICC on YouTube. We'll also share that on our social media outlets for those that don't follow us on social media. Pick your favorite social media platform. You can find us there at Let's Go ICC. So we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kick here between ICC and Meridian. Meridian in the green and white kits, ICC in the red and white kits. If you're just now joining us, tip of the cap to Meridian's women's today. They look sharp, came out the aggressor in the second half, and were able to pick up a 3-1 victory over the Lady Indians in the first match of the day. Indians trying to earn a split, if you will, here this afternoon with a win in the nightcap. ICC will have the First American National Bank opening kick. And the Indians will start things off here. Well, these two teams met earlier in the season in a non-conference game, and it was the keeper. I'm not for sure if it's still, actually looks like, I think it was Guerrero, the keeper last time. Looks like this might be Luke Bearfield in net here for Meridian. I believe it was Guerrero last time. It was just an absolute wall against the Indians. As Meridian was able to pick up, I believe, what was a 2-1 win, maybe, in the first match of the year. As this one's going to be sent ahead here, Meridian with an opportunity, but ICC breaks it up and will clean things up there. Again, we're having to kind of adjust our situation that we normally shoot from. We normally are shooting higher up than we are. But due to some difficulties, we're unable to do that today. We're also having difficulties with the internet, so we're having to run off our wireless box that we get through AT&T, and not the best service that we normally have or are accustomed to, as this one's going to be sent out of bounds, and it will stay with Meridian. Well, because of that, we do apologize. We're going to see a lot of people that's going to stand in the way of the match as the women are trying to leave the pitch right now. So we'll try to bring this to you the best we can until we get that cleaned up. This ball is thrown in and then sent out, and they're going to say it's going to stay with Meridian once again. So Meridian's going to throw this one in. And they're going to retreat back to the back line here to reset. So the Eagles with it. They're just basically reversing one side of the pitch to the other, back to the original. Now they want to try to go over the top of the defense of the Indians here. Mahan calls everyone off and cleans that one up. So again, we're waiting for some other matches to go final later this evening before we'll know where the Lady Indians will host or whether they'll be on the road this weekend for the quarterfinals of the tournament. Same going here for the men, as pending the results of this one and other matches. We'll have that coming your way on letsgoicc.com, our website there, letsgoicc.com, as well as our social media platforms for all those out there. As soon as we get that, we'll try to start making plans for postseason. Of course, Friday, volleyball postseason starts as the Indians will take on Northwest at Pearl River at 5 o'clock Friday night. That ball and Cross Lindsay coming into your living room. So that ball's going to go out of bounds. Well, we had some issues with the referees in the women's match, and well, having another one here as there was a shove in the back, and Coach Lashley pointed that out, and the referee said, I saw it. And went to blow his whistle. Well, the whistle was in the other hand. But it happens sometimes. That ball nicely broken up by Meridian, but the Indians in the right spot at the right time to send it back. Now they're going to send it back to the back line and reset here. Try to send this one ahead. Meridian able to get a foot on it. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Sophomore day here in Fulton. You'll see both the women's and men's sophomore festivities going on. That'll be on our YouTube channel a bit later on this evening. As that ball sent too far ahead, out of bounds, and will go back to the Eagles. Thursday night we'll have football. ICC will host East Mississippi. It'll also be sophomore night Thursday night. It'll be a 6:30 Davis Ford pregame show coming your way on letsgoicctv.com, the red channel. That First American National Bank opening kick is at 7 o'clock, and that's when our friends at Super Talk will join us for the broadcast as well on 101.9 FM. So Meridian with it now on the far side of the pitch, looking to go to work here. No score in the early goings of this one. Nice ball through a couple of defenders, but ICC there to clean it up. Now they send it ahead. El Sheikh was there. Now this is going to be Lashley. Lashley with it. He's trying to battle forward and looking for to reverse the pitch, but Meridian's going to watch that one go out of bounds. That's actually going to be a foul on the Indians. As got both hands in the back, and an easy call there for the referee as he pushed it forward, and they're going to call the foul versus the throw in. So basically, instead of throwing it in to the guy that he threw it into, he had to kick it to him. So Meridian with it. Trying to push this one forward, and that one just worked its way through, and a big-time break there for the Indians that time as Calvin Jackson a little bit late on the release that time, and that's a break for the Indians. Had he had the wherewithal to realize the ball was going to make it through that time, or either go thinking that it would have made it through, it would have been a 1v1 opportunity there for Jackson. Speaking of sports coming up, basketball will start next week, November the 1st. We will host Motlow State in basketball, both men and women. So basketball season, it's here. Ready or not. So now the Eagles trying to get on the attack here. Indians fall back nice and quickly defensively. This ball sent ahead, but too far. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll go back to the Indians. So the Indians get ready to throw this one in. Shake to Lashley. And the Indians control it now, send it ahead, and going to knock him to the turf, and that'll be a foul there on the Eagles. So a free kick coming up here off the foot of Kyle Morris. A little bit too tall. Now it's going to be a foot race, and Meridian had it, lost it, and they're going to say play on here. Shake strikes with the left foot, deflected. And that's both. Everybody kind of stopped for a second. Even the referee, the side referee, started to call a foul, never did, and then everybody got back in play. And we'll say the Indians got away with one there, so a break for ICC. Trying to send this one in the middle to Shake. This one popped a mile high in the air. Header cleared back to the middle of the pitch, and Meridian in the right spot at the right time to take that one. Now the Eagles trying to put that one on the cross. The wind ate that one up a little bit. And now the Indians get it back. ICC in the white tops, red shorts. Meridian in the green and white kits. Shake has an opportunity here. Thought about leaving it back. Does so to Lashley, and it's going to be deflected up at the last second. Smart play there by, I believe that was Maddie Longden. Longden coming in to make the play. It's one of those that you just throw a foot out there, you never know what will happen, and good things happen there for Longden as he broke that one up. Indians coming up, applying some pressure defensively. Meridian having to retreat. And a dangerous opportunity there, and that's going to be a foul on the Indians. Both guys kind of got there at the same time, but the Meridian player had the right to the ball, and the foul on ICC. And now they're going to come in and give a yellow card. So that's going to be a yellow there on Hogan Payne. That was an extremely weak yellow card. I've seen some hits throughout the season a lot harder than that has barely been called a foul. But as we said, this has been a, well, so I've been told if you don't have anything nice to say, call somebody a unique individual. So it's been a unique group of officials today, as offside was called there on Meridian. I'm not saying unique as in, man, they've cheated ICC or, man, they've cheated Meridian. I'm just saying they've just, for this late in the season, they're just not locked in. So the Indians with it. Still no score. Coming up on 35.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Nice job defensively by Meridian, forcing the Indians to turn the ball over. And Meridian's just going to retreat back now and try to reset the attack. Ooh, that one nearly taken away there by Shake. He's going to come up and make a play on the ball. Now this one's sent forward to midfield. Meridian fights away from it, and there's going to be a little pushing and shoving going on, and a foul called now on the Indians. Well, new center judge. And he likes to blow the whistle. Well, we've seen the Lady Eagles make a shot like this dangerous. So right now for the Indians, you've got to be careful in this situation here. As we said, it's kind of a no man's land situation here, so you want to crash in hard. As this one's going to come in, and a nice play there by the keeper. A whistle, and the Indians going to put it back in play. The Indians try to take the top off the Meridian defense. Nice ball. Good recovery, though, by Meridian on the other side. The Indians poke this one forward, do so. Now send it over the backside, looking to see if they can find Shake. Shake keeps it alive. Trying to work one-on-one. Nice play defensively there by Meridian to force him back and retreat on the attack. Dearsley looking for that back post, but the keeper comes up and makes a nice play on it. Good decision there on the part of Bearfield to come up and make the play. Now here come the Eagles trying to get out here on the counter. This one nearly taken away, but Eagles keep it now. Going forward, Indians fall down defensively, and they're going to let this one go out of bounds. Should be a corner kick, and it will be coming up here for the Eagles. So you take a look across the way. Eagles getting ready for this corner kick coming up. Nice high ball, trying to knife it on the backside, and it's going to be saved there. I don't necessarily know that would be an official save, but they were able to get the head on it. Don't know that it was on frame, but either way it goes, ICC dodges the bullet there on that corner opportunity. This ball deflected, but Meridian wins it, but it loses it out of bounds, so to go back to the Indians. So the Indians reverse the pitch here. Near side to Morris. Morris wants to squeeze this one ahead. Opportunity here for the Indians as this is Thomas. Thomas wanting to go to work, but Meridian, once again, a nice job there on the backside to take it away. Thomas kind of threw his hands up in frustration there, but really no foul. It was just a great defensive play on the part of Meridian. The ball goes out of bounds, and don't know if the ball had already went out of bounds or what, but that was a rude connection there between El Sheikh and I can't really read the front of the jersey. He's that far away here for Meridian. Well, that's going to be something the referee's going to have to get in check. They don't take a whole lot. They are going to call it a foul, so they did call the foul on the play, but if they're, I mean, they gave a card earlier for a lot less contact than that. And the card was on ICC, and I was saying that when the foul was on ICC as well. This ball squeezed ahead, still loose on the pitch. And second contact and the foul was called. Meridian sends this one ahead, breaking free. Nice quick step there on the side. Morris stays with it, but they go back post, and the shot is good. I think that was number 20, Calvin Johnson. Got the step on Morris. Morris did a good job of taking the angle of attack away from him, but Jackson ate a little bit of that contact and was able to muscle it through, and Mahan not ready for it, came off the back post, and it's 1-0 now in favor of Meridian. So a nice placement of the ball that time by Jackson. As this ball ahead now, an opportunity here for Meridian. But a nice play on the ball that time, as that was Owen Anforth coming in to clean things up. So that ball taken away at midfield. That one sent in a nice save there, as that was dangerously put on frame, and now the Indians need to get back on their side of the pitch. It's been a minute since they've been down there, and they're going to call a foul on Jackson. Wow. I know I'm an ICC guy. I know that I'm employed by Etowah Community College, but that was an absolute beautiful defensive play by Calvin Jackson. Did not even touch the defender. And we've talked about it. This hasn't been the most solid trio of officials today. And that was a break for the Indians, as that was just a beautiful play by Calvin Jackson to make a tackle on the ball that time. I'll try to leave the officials alone. I mean, I'm not just trying to bash them, but it was just a beautiful play by Jackson and just taken away by the call there. That's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it's last touch by the Indians. That might be a gift, kind of a makeup call there. And now the referee's wanting to talk to the ICC player after the play. And got a player down on the pitch. I believe they're going to call for the trainer. Timeout on the pitch. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
How'd you spend the off-season?
The off-season? Little Caesars taste so good. It tastes even better with my best friends.
3 best friends eating pizza all the time, having fun. Pizza pounds for life.
The off-season? Just hit the weights.
Try the new 4-quarter calzone from Little Caesars for $8.99. It's officially delicious.
Pizza.
Welcome to the pasta party.
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
And welcome back out of that injury timeout there. That was Owen Anforth that was shaken up on the play. He has walked off the field on his own power. He's being looked at by the trainer across the way. 28-26 to go here until halftime. Meridian leading it 1-0 here. This ball broken up by the Indians, but Meridian in the right spot, the right time to get it back. This ball sent to midfield. The ICC steps in front of it. It is Caden Smith. Now the Indians with it, trying to go to work here. Lucky was trying to draw the foul versus going for the shot. Now ICC with it, squeezes it out wide. That's going to be Elijah Belk. The ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by Meridian. Meridian wanted the handball. It's going to go out of bounds. I believe it should be a corner kick coming up here for the Indians, and it will be. Good to see Owen Anforth sprinting into your screen there. Hopefully he'll be okay as this ball sent inside. Broke up beautifully there by Meridian as it was good send. Was on track for a possible header for the Indians, but just Meridian able to out-jump ICC on that front line of the attack. This ball pinballed around, and eventually Meridian had it, lost it though, but ICC gets it back. That was Davin Sanders that had it for a moment. This ball broken up and sent ahead, broken up again. Lashley trying to let it settle, now sends it out. That's Deersley, a collision, no call as the referee says play on in this case. And more contact, the referee says play on again. So we go for a bumping call earlier that drew a yellow, to a tackle that was clean on the ball, called a foul, to a shoulder put in the chest of someone that knocked some 3 foot off the ground, called a normal foul to pushing and shoving going on here. So as Steve Diffie likes to say, at the end of the day, it's all about being consistent, whether it's consistently inconsistent. Beautiful chance there, but the Indians couldn't put it home. Just put a foot into it, but right to the keeper. Easy save reeled in there by Bearfield. This ball sent ahead. ICC steps in front of it. I believe that was Morris popping this one up to Sanders. Sanders leaves it back. This one fired inside, but deflected away by that backline defense of Meridian. Eagles looking to go on the counterattack here. They lead it 1-0 as the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Back to the Indians. The ball will go. Well, again, we're waiting to see some of the results of some of these other matches that start at 5 and 7 o'clock tonight before we'll know where the Lady Indians or the Indians will be playing next. They have already punched their tickets to the playoffs. As this ball sent out of bounds. Well, it was a new format to how the teams made the playoffs this year. Instead of going by records, they went by points. I believe the top 7 teams make the tournament, with the regular season champions receiving a bye. And this year, the women's regular season champion will host the tournament. As Lashley tried to send that one inside, and it was deflected nicely by Meridian. Now the ball just bouncing around all over the place, and ICC will let it settle back towards midfield. Now Meridian had a chance there, but ICC adjusts nicely defensively. And again, bodies flying all over the place. As the ball now broken up and sent backwards, ICC will reset, coming up on 24 minutes of play in the first half. Indians squeeze this one forward, and then that extra touch just offline, but Lashley able to recover. Tries to send it out wide. Looking for the back post, nobody there, so Morris will let it settle at his feet. Now he's looking for the cross again. Lashley goes for that bicycle kick, couldn't connect on it. And the Indians with it now. A little fancy footwork there, but great defense by Meridian takes it away. A little shake and bake. Nobody there to help that time as Meridian forces the turnover. This ball sent forward. It's going to be out of bounds, they say, and it'll go back to the Indians. Well, Meridian did not like the call as they were moving forward on the play, but the referee down the line, of course, we can't see from this point of view, even if we were up top, to see if the ball had went out of bounds. This ball sent ahead, nicely taken away there by the Indians, striking from distance, and no. Well, the Indians knocking on the doors. That was Luke Dearsley. Nobody there to answer that time. Meridian tries to squeeze this one forward. It does find its way through. That's Jackson, who has the lone goal of the match so far for both teams. Good help defense on the backside that time, as Jackson nearly took the official out that time. And a little exchange there between Jackson and Morris. And they're going to call for the clock to stop, but the clock continues to roll. Referee wants 20 to come towards him, and that is going to be a yellow card. I can't necessarily agree with it. I understand that's the second time he's been called for that foul, but that first one was not a foul. Now, so the Meridian coach coming up to ask the question of what the card was for, and he said, the referee said it was late. So I don't know if the attack on the ball was late or what, but again, a little, there's just been so much more contact and more physical contact. And this is going to be a foul on the Indians here, and this one should draw, yep, going to draw another card here. And so a dangerous opportunity coming up here for the Eagles to take a 2-0 advantage. This one just outside the box by about 3 foot, maybe 4 at the most. So he'll step the wall off in this situation. So an opportunity for Meridian to go up 2-0 here on the Indians. Dangerous situation here. Again, you can't really read the front of the jersey's numbers with the stripe the way it is. Mahan comes out and makes a nice play on the ball.
Put it down, let's go! Put the ball down, let's play! Up and in!
I believe that was number 10 that took that shot that time. Well, Coach Vogel wanted him to hurry up and put it in play. Well, they didn't do it. Sanders heads this one forward, and it's going to be easily scooped up that time, as that was Bearfield coming up to make the play, and wisely made the play on that one there. And a lot of pushing and shoving going on. That's going to be a foul on the Indians. Well, buckle up, folks. We're going to be here for a while, as the referee has gotten whistle happy all of a sudden. And I'm not saying that advantage of one way or the other, because he's called it both ways. It's just been strange and unique calls today. The Indians take that one away, trying to find the equalizer here as they send that one forward. Meridian steps in front of it. Basically return to sender situation there. Now ICC working this one forward. Lashley with it, trying to feed it through some traffic, broken up nicely there by Meridian, as now they clear it out to the wide side of the field. Sanders comes up and makes a play on the ball. Lashley there to take it away. Wants to send this one ahead. Nice header to clean that one up, and then Meridian wisely just puts a strong boot into that one and sends it back towards midfield. Trying to go over the top of the area. Opportunity here for the Indians. And ICC wanted the foul. No foul called. Quick touch over the middle. Trying to weave his way through traffic. Somehow finds it. Now over to Sanders. Sanders strikes and he scores! Well, Sanders got a foot on it. So we'll go back and look at this one on Little Caesars instant replay. You'll see Sanders kind of come into the frame there on the backside. So they will get just enough foot on it at an angle away from the keeper. Couldn't react, and ICC finds the equalizer. Mass substitutions coming in here for both squads. And it's now 1-1 with 20 minutes to play here in the first half.
Come on, guys! Heads up!
So 1-1 is your score. Sanders with it at his feet. He just scored. Thinking about going for another one. Now leaves it out wide. But a nice job cleaning that one up by Meridian. They send it back to midfield. India's waiting for it. They're going to reset the attack. That's Lindsey with it now. Leaves it out wide. Owen Amforth. Good to see him back into the contest after being shaken up earlier. Indians with it. Looking to go on the attack. Broken up and sent out of bounds. And it will stay with the Indians. And another quick whistle, that time a foul on Meridian. Opportunity here for ICC to make a situation dangerous here, see if they can go up for the first time here in this match with Meridian. So this will be, I believe, Amforth to put a boot into this one. Sends it. Oh, good send. Just couldn't quite get ahead on that one. And Meridian dodges a big-time bullet there. If ICC finds any type of deflection of the ball that time, it finds its way to the back of the net. Just could not do so. Amforth with it now. He wanting to go back post. Got a man there. Heads that one forward, and there's going to be another goal for the Indians. That's number 21, Castro, sending that one home for ICC, and that was just a beautiful cross. We'll look at that one on its entirety here for ICC as the Indians go up now 2-1. A nice ball there as Indians now lead this one 2-1. So first time this afternoon, ICC with the advantage. Amforth breaks that one up. And then that time just stepped on the ball, and ICC lucky to keep possession of it. That's Gonzalez with it. Now he sends it over to the opposite side of the pitch. And now they're going to send this one forward. This is going to be Sanders. Can Sanders find another one? Sends it across the middle. Oh, nice idea. Looking for Castro that time, but a great play defensively, helping out on the backside that time as the keeper went to make a play on the ball. If the guy on the back line trying to get his number, I think. Number 2, yes, number 2 for Meridian. I do not have a 2 on my roster for him, but made a great play on the ball to keep this one from being a 3-1 contest. Foul called on Meridian. The Indians trotted up. Meridian puts on some pressure. Now they send it over the top. This ball going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. 2-1 is your score here. Coming up on 16.5 to play in the first half. Gonzalez had it, lost it, now gets it back. Tough defense, taken away, nicely done that time by Fazno. As the Indians with it now, trying to get past this aggressive defense of Meridian. They leave it out wide and reset the attack. Looking to go over the top, trying to find Sanders. Sanders lets the guy get by him. Oh, just couldn't quite get a foot on it. Again, the mysterious man wearing number 2 breaks that one up for Meridian. Now the Eagles want to go over the top of the defense of the Indians. Nobody there as they're going to let this one go back to the keeper, and he'll reel that one in without any issues. If you're just now joining us, the Meridian's women's team picked up a 3-1 victory with a very impressive second half against the Lady Indians. ICC trying to earn the split this afternoon as they lead at 2-1 here with coming up on 15 minutes to go in the first half. Meridian's going to go with a quick touch on the re-entry. This one sent across the middle. Gonzalez nearly took that one away. Meridian just puts a foot into it to advance it down the pitch. And Lindsay breaks that one up, and now ICC sends it back the other way. Anything you can do, I can do better in that exchange, I guess, basically. As now Meridian with it at midfield. Tries to squeeze this one ahead. They eventually able to get it back off the deflection, looking to cross it. ICC steps in front of it. That's Elijah Belk with it. Chase for it as it goes out of bounds, and Belk couldn't quite get to it in time. Good hustle on the part of Belk, and the ball will go back to Meridian. That one's going to be popped up and out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Indians. Good hustle there by Coach Vogel to get the ball ready to put back in play. Indians trying to direct a little bit of traffic here as they lob this one in. Owen Forth gets it back, and he's going to be taken to the turf. Does a couple of push-ups, and is ready to get back in play. So a free kick coming up here, and Forth will step into this one. Inside 14 minutes to play until halftime. 2-1. Indians with the lead here over Meridian. Owen Anforth sends this one on its way, looking for the back post. Header, look, a couple of Indians maybe fighting over at that time, and just a little bit too tall over the back of the net. Now to play. Well, I'll say this. Earlier I was talking about how quickly the official was blowing the whistle left and right, back and forth. Well, the officials have settled into this match as well as the guys have now for both teams, so everything's been going smooth here over the last, I'd say, 8 to 10 minutes. So Meridian with it now. They're going to try to work this one forward. They trail at 2-1 here. Last game of the regular season for ICC, and I believe Meridian too, as the playoffs will start this weekend. As this ball sent ahead, and nice smart play there by Meridian just to put a foot on this one, clear it back, and allow the defense to reset here. Mahan will come out and play it, and just needs to be careful with the ball because he is a long way from net right now, and smart play just to roll it to the closest guy to him and retreat back in spot. This one sent ahead, tried to body up Castro that time, and I'll tell you this, you body up Castro, I'm going to be impressed. So the Indians throw it in. Coming up on 12 minutes to play until halftime. They lead it 2-1. Meridian, nice ball movement as they advance this one down the field in a hurry here. One of their better possessions in quite a while here for the Eagles. Trying to cross the pitch, and they do so. This ball sent over the middle, nicely done, but just a little bit too tall. Good idea, just couldn't quite put it on his guy that time. Player hits the turf, wanting a call, nothing there, and weaving his way through traffic. That was a good idea by 23 with go with that back heel touch to see if he could find an open seam, but good defense on the part of Guerrera to keep that one going, or keep the opportunity away from Meridian. Castro with it, as he was able to just muscle his way through the defender. Now wants to send this one ahead, and well, that was a smart play as Sanders tried to retreat to get back before being out. He realized he was offside, tried to retreat back, and when he did, the ball was sent ahead. Could have been called offside, but the referee said no advantage gained there, and handball's going to be the call here on the Indians. So they're going to, they're going to advance the ball up 5 more yards from where it was actually touched, and that's technically on the Indians because they threw the ball back towards midfield, so the advantage, taken advantage of there by Meridian. So that's the reason why you're trying to drop the ball where it is. So Meridian about 5 to 10 yards advanced on the play as this ball popped up, dangerous, but on top of the net. Got mass substitutions, 3 subs coming in for Meridian. Number 14, that's Crawford. 20 is Jackson. 9 is Diaz. And then into the contest for ICC is number 11. That's going to be Rodriguez into the contest. Inside 10 minutes to go now until halftime. Stay tuned for Little Caesars halftime report. Have a video coming your way from earlier this year. There's a nice touch, but Castro just couldn't quite find the ball at his feet that time. If he's able to collect that one in, would have turned into a 1v1 opportunity with a man on his hip. So Meridian's keepers just will walk this one forward and toss it ahead. Here comes trouble. Jackson's already got one goal in the day, as this one's going to be sent out of bounds, and they're going to say it's going to be a corner kick. Correct call there, as it was deflected out of bounds by ICC. Got to be careful with Jackson. He's got a quick first step and a dangerous strike when he's able to get his body squared up to frame. We saw that earlier today. And so it will be a corner kick coming up here for Meridian. Chance to tie it up here if they can make this thing dangerous. And the referee's going to come in and kind of settle things down. Has some players kind of jockeying for position and get a little too physical for his likings. So now he'll put the ball back in play. This one's sent knifing away from frame. Header bouncing around, and this one's be cleared out, and Meridian will keep it. Now they want to strike again, looking for that back post. Good cross there, just couldn't quite find the ball on that header attempt. Meridian able to chase it down on the far side of the pitch, sends this one forward. Mahan blocks it, and not a bad idea at all that time by Crawford. Knew that Mahan was out of position, tried to put a quick strike on the ball to see if he could put something on frame. And the Indians dodge a big-time bullet there as that ball is sent out of bounds. Another substitution coming into the match here. This will be number 21, Varela, coming into the match. As that ball went into the ditch across the way, so they'll get a new ball in play. Meridian flip-flop sides of the pitch here, trying to go on the attack. ICC adjusts nicely. Gonzalez clears that one out. Now ICC, they just ran by the ball. So now the Indians try to squeeze this one ahead. Sanders with it at his feet. Took an awkward hop away from him. Now Meridian sends it back, but ICC in the right spot at the right time, as that was Guerrera coming in to take it away. Now here come the Indians on the attack. Favela with it. He had it taken away, and Meridian gets it back at midfield. Looking to go on the backside of the attack here, and his feet just failed him there. Good job. Good pass. Just tried to cut with the ball, and then when he did, his spikes didn't grab any ground and slipped to the turf, and ICC was able to clear that one out. Ball out of bounds. Be Meridian's throw in here. Inside 6.5 to play until halftime. 2-1, Indians with the lead. Meridian looking to go to work, trying to find the equalizer here with 6 minutes to play in the first half. This ball sent across the middle. Nobody there for ICC, so they got away with a bad touch there. Now Meridian looking to go to work on the far side of the pitch, trying to survey the defense, squeezes this one ahead, looking for Jackson. Jackson gets a step, and a beautiful save there on the part of Mahan. As Jackson, we talk about it, man, he has such a quick step and does a good job of creating space between him and his defender. Had a chance to put one on frame there, but a nice play by Mahan to take that one away. Throw in, intercepted by the Indians. Ball is going to be sent forward, and it's still loose on the pitch, and ICC finds it. Can the Indians get out in transition here? They send this one ahead. This is going to be Castro with it. Castro lets to check things up and send it back to Anforth now. Anforth wants to send this one ahead, and Meridian's just going to step in front of it. It's going to go out of bounds. Got a substitution coming in here for ICC. This is going to be Mario El Sheikh into the contest. Checking out is going to be number 20. That's Davin Sanders checking out for ICC. Sanders will check out. He just went to pick up the penny before heading back to the dugout. That ball nearly goes out of bounds, and it will end up being a goal kick there. So just a poor possession on the part of the Indians, coming up with 4:45 to play here. ICC getting in a lot of different players today. Caden Smith coming in as well. So a lot of guys that may not get to see a lot of time throughout the regular season getting to see some significant minutes here this afternoon. So this ball sent back and forth. Now Meridian wants to advance this one forward, looking to go over the top of the defense to Jackson. He's got a step. Opportunity here. And Guerrera, nice job defensively by Guerrera to send that one. And they're going to say that's going to be a goal kick coming up here. Well, neither official really knew. And I'm going to say this. The side judge or side referee really couldn't keep up with the play. And the center judge was behind the play, so he didn't get to call it. And it was a 50-50 call on my end because I couldn't tell where I was at either. So this ball sent down the pitch, and ICC will let it settle at midfield. Meridian will get it on the second ball. Then that one's going to be headed away by El Sheikh, and it will end up out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. Let's see, baseball take a little BP there, and behind the soccer field, they'll be wrapping up fall ball tomorrow when they host East Mississippi. I believe their first of 2 games will start around 2 o'clock here in Fulton. Then, of course, Thursday night we'll have football here against East Mississippi. It'll be sophomore night for our football team. They'll have one more game to go. After that, in Coahoma, Meridian now wants to strike from distance, and just his foot failed him that time. But somehow the ball stayed in bounds. Wow. What a crazy spin on the ball. And then they just put it that way, and it goes go out of bounds to be a corner kick. How that ball stayed in bounds is beyond me. It has some kind of wicked backspin on it, and just basically rolled forward a couple of times, and then looking like a Jim Ingram sand wedge, backed it up about 10 foot.
Hey, who's got the man near here?
So a corner opportunity coming up here for Meridian. They go the short route, trying to see if they can catch ICC. Off guard, header, and it's deflected off an ICC player, and we're tied at 2. Well, the ball was on the crossbar, and it came off the shoulder of Guerrera. Technically an own goal there, and we're tied at 2. So a tough break there for the Indians as Guerrera just turned around, and when he did, the ball came off the crossbar right into his shoulder and into the back of the net. So 2-2 now with 2 minutes to play here. This ball sent ahead. Indians trying to see if they can find the answer here. El Sheikh weaving his way through traffic. Strikes, and he answers. What a goal by Mario El Sheikh. He was surrounded by 3 players and just weaved his way through them all and put that one in the back of the goal. Big answer there by El Sheikh to get the quick answer, and ICC retakes the lead 3-2. Well, that's going to be a early nominee for our What a Play Wednesday, as that was just a beautiful play there by Mario El Sheikh to send that one home. Indians up 3-2 with 1:45 to go now here in the first half. Now Meridian trying to get on the counter here to see if they can even things up once again. Castro going to get out there and force them to retreat to the far side of the pitch on the attack. Now they move it ahead. Indians tough defense as the ball goes now to the middle of the pitch. Send this one out wide. And this one's going to be off the side of the net. Boy, I thought there for a second that one was going to bend back in. Mahan made a dive for it and kind of ran out of a little bit of real estate, as that one went off the side of the net, and a goal kick coming up here inside a minute to go until halftime. Stay tuned. We'll take you through a day in the life of a student sports photographer. Part of our Little Caesars halftime show. So he sends this one ahead to Belk. Belk's going to send it back now, tries to reverse the pitch with 38 seconds to play. Meridian doing a good job defensively to force that one back. Everyone try to take the top off this one. Got to be careful with Jackson back there. He can be a difference maker in a hurry. Now 20 seconds. Ball's deflected. Now Meridian's going to try to see if they can find an equalizer here with 15 seconds to go here in the first half. And a beautiful play on the ball there by the Indians, as that was Smith sending that one out of bounds, and that will do it for the first half of play. Indians get a beautiful goal by Mario L. Shake to take a 3-2 advantage here at the break. Indians lead this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a fun one brewing here in Fulton. We'll take a break and be back with more of the Little Caesars halftime show right after this.
How'd you spend the off-season?
The off-season? Little Caesars tastes so good. It tastes even better with my best friends.
Three best friends eating pizza all the time, having fun. Pizza, pizza, pounds for life.
The off-season? Just hit the weights.
Try the new four-quarter calzone from Little Caesars for $8.99. It's officially delicious.
Pizza, pizza.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Hey y'all, it's Haley Chisholm and Natalie Rouse, and welcome to A Day in the Life of a Sports Photographer. Let's go! We're going to the caf. Let's get some breakfast.
I got a waffle, sausage, eggs, and tater tots.
Oh yes, and now what you get?
Hey, I got 2 pancakes, eggs, biscuits and gravy, sausage, and tater tots.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Sausage, 7 out of 10. Waffle, 6 out of 10. 10 out of 10. No.
Solid 4 out of 10. Sausage though, it's different. Solid 8 out of 10. Solid. Now we're going to see if we can find Anasia and all the other people. Yes. All the other people running for homecoming queen or maids.
Thank you.
Say hey to the vlog.
Hi vlog.
We're doing a day in the life of sports photography.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Say hey.
Hi.
Give your campaign.
Is this a bubble machine?
Yes.
Get a popsicle.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
Any popsicle.
How's your day been?
Unbelievable. How was y'all's day?
It's been great.
Good. What are you vlogging for?
We're doing a day in the life of sports photography.
It's sports photography?
Oh, yes.
Awesome. I know a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah.
So, he don't. That's Elijah. He don't know nothing about nothing. But anyway.
Hey.
Hey.
So, interview question. What's your name?
Elijah.
Where are you from?
Tupelo.
And what's your major?
Criminal justice.
And
I'm gonna be a court reporter. We can work in the same.
And what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Hey, y'all don't get too much of my table today. It's kind of like playing because I haven't been able to be out here, but I got out of class early, so came to check on it, make sure it all hasn't blown away.
Are you vlogging? Yes.
Oh my gosh! Ah! Hey, what's up, bro? We on the, what is this right now? What do we call this? The pedestrian walkway. We're on the pedestrian walkway currently. Everybody's campaigning for homecoming queen right now, and they just giving out popsicles and stickers. And we're walking down here. We don't know who this is, but we're gonna go discover who this is. She's giving out flowers. And Addison.
Ooh, I want flowers.
We see Addison. Let's approach Addison, guys. Follow.
I
have Capri Suns here.
Okay, so we have Addison here giving out Capri Suns.
Hello.
This is a vlog, GoPro. I don't know what's happening
yes.
right now.
Well, guess what happened? So all my stuff got locked in Hayes' truck. So
wait,
we have to get campus police to come get his keys out of his truck.
No, are you serious?
But I have Capri Suns.
Where did you get all these flowers from?
We get them in wholesale. My sister does bouquets all the time
Oh
for
my
people.
God.
So
That's so cute.
Yes. You're welcome.
Hi.
Have you had lunch?
Yes, it was good.
Was the calf good?
Yes.
What'd they have?
Pot pie and beef stew, hot dogs, and
Ooh.
chicken sandwiches.
I'm going to get me.
Yeah, you might need to get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm going to get me
We
some
gotta
chicken
go.
nuggets.
We gotta go to Boonville,
Ooh.
and they got a Dodge's,
Ooh.
and some more other places to eat.
Mm.
But you know, I
All
want
right.
you to be full before you get there, because I don't want you saying, "I'm starving, Ralph. I need something before we get."
Alrighty. 3 o'clock. Got you. Look who's back. So we're getting ready. We just got back from soccer. And we're getting ready. I got the camera to go to the volleyball game. The soccer boys were doing good when we left, so I hope they continue to do great things. Raphael's still in there, so Haley's just gonna do her fun stuff. We're going to Van, so we can go to Northeast to go shoot some volleyball. We're gonna get some epic pictures. Not good pictures, epic pictures. And we're gonna only take about 100. We're not gonna take 2,000 like we did last time.
Not the truth. A finger.
I have a trigger finger. How can you not? How can you not love ICC?
Heck yeah, I'm ready for game day. Is that even a question? I'm ready to whoop some tail, bro.
Yes, we are so pumped. We are ready, energized, ready to take a W.
Number 16, Neil Little. Number 23,
Volleyball team's amazing. We love them.
Shout out to number 3, Ashlyn. That's our girl.
Yes, we love her.
Yes.
Anyways, we are headed to Chick-fil-A. We are all tired. You tired? You tired?
Huh? Oh yeah, most definitely. It's been a long day.
My feet are throbbing.
My arms are giving out as we speak. But we're headed. Oh, that girl's running.
Oh, girl, you get it. You don't miss the bus.
So we're headed to Chick-fil-A, ready to get some food, but we'll see you there.
You gotta go with the home too.
I got a chicken sandwich, some fries, and a good old lemonade.
Ooh, nice. I got me some chicken nuggets, french fries, and a Dr. Pepper, of course. What'd you get?
The original chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
The only one.
Oh, yeah. And we found a table with all this stuff.
I might just try this.
What is that?
Polynesian.
Taste it.
Taste test. Oh.
How was your Chick-fil-A experience?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would recommend. How was your Chick-fil-A experience?
Awesome. I'm full.
Time to get to bed.
Yeah. Next stop, Funky Town.
Funky Town.
Made some new friends today. Had fun. So y'all been with us for a full 12 hours of a student photographer, digital media dude, person, whatever you want to call us. Anyways, we got our Chick-fil-A, and I'll see y'all later. Bye! Peace out, joggers.
I hope that turns out good.
Love y'all. Love ya.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef,
Needs more lavender.
a wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
How'd you spend the off season?
The off season? Little Caesars tastes so good. It tastes even better with my best friends.
3 best friends eating pizza all the time, having fun. Pizza, pizza, pounds for life.
The off season? Just hit the weights.
Try the new 4-quarter calzone from Little Caesars for $8.99. It's officially delicious.
Pizza. They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
The new 4-quarter calzone from Little Caesars is a 4-meat pizza with a different meat in each calzone crust. It's perfect for
Movie night! Picnic! Sleepover!
and NFL football games. Get the 4-quarter calzone for $8.99.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from the start of the second half here in Fulton. I like it. The Meridian coach looked over at Coach Vogel. We still had about 3.5, maybe 4 minutes left on the clock before the end of halftime. He said, "I'm ready if you're ready." And they blew the whistle to get the officials' attention back in the facility behind us and said, "Hey, we're ready to go if y'all are ready to go." And the official said, "Let's do it." So getting set to have this First American National Bank kick to start the second half, as conversation going on between the referee and one of the Meridian players. Meridian will have this First American National Bank opening kickoff to start the second half. And we're off. Meridian in the green and white uniforms, ICC in the white and red kits. Indians got a nifty goal, if you will, from Mario El Sheikh to take a 3-2 lead just before the break. As they try to send this one through, El Sheikh finds it, now sends it back to Morris. Morris weaving his way through traffic, but just too many bodies between him and the goal that time, and nicely done by the defender from Meridian to take that one away, and a foul on El Sheikh. And now Meridian quickly puts it back in play. New keeper in the match here in the second half for ICC, William Blake, taking over for our Christian Mahan, who played in the first half. Also a new keeper in net for Meridian, Bubba Guerrero, in frame here for Meridian in the second half. He will be replacing Luke Bearfield. So it'll be a free kick coming up here for Meridian. Going to get the defensive wall to back up a little bit here. Sun starting to set here as creep a little bit closer towards cooler weather, so that's the reason why we move our times up to 1 and 3. Now there are plans to get lights, part of a, I guess, overall light expansion on campus. I personally don't mind playing at 1 and 3 o'clock during the day, because, well, we're on the road and have plenty of games throughout the year. Already keeps us out past my bedtime. As it'll be a corner kick coming up here for Meridian. They trail at 3-2. Early goings here of the second half. We do appreciate everyone that's tuning in here on the ICC Sports Network as this ball sent ahead and broken up by the Indians. It'll be the last touch by Meridian, though. If you are watching, get us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. We'll give you a shout out there, or you can take a picture and let us know where you're watching from on our Instagram account. Just post it and tag it at Let's Go ICC there as well. This ball sent ahead, broken up by Meridian. ICC fighting for it. Out of bounds, and it will go to the Indians. Well, be sure and hit that follow button while you're keeping up with things, and you can find out later tonight where the playoffs will be. As we've got to wait for some matches to be done later tonight. Most of the men's matches that are left to be played will be starting at 7. The women's matches that are left to be played will be starting at 5. So here in a little while is a foul there on Meridian. I do want to say congratulations to excuse me, I thought that ball was a little bit better on frame than it was, but I want to say congratulations to Zach Pratt being named Conference Defensive Player of the Week. Had 4 tackles, a tackle for a loss, but he also had a interception of what could have been a game-winning touchdown for Hines. He intercepted it in the end zone and took it to the house for a 100-yard interception return. And the Indians win there, spoiling homecoming at Hines, as Jackson did not necessarily like the fact that he had the ball taken away from him and contact was made. He got up to say something to Anforth, and good on Anforth that time to just quickly walk away after taking the chest bump from Jackson. And Jackson, good on him to take some time to kind of settle down himself, because both these teams got some soccer left to play. This one sent ahead here. This is broken up, and it's going to be cleared out there by the Eagles. So the Indians with it now. Going to be a little bit patient now as this is Guerrero with the ball. Sends this one forward. 3-2, still your score in favor of the Indians. Trying to go on the outside. Looking for Thomas. Thomas going to give this one chase. Sticks it through the wickets of the Meridian player, and he's just back and forth through the legs. And good job, though, over there by Crawford not to give up his position defensively. Got Lyndon Anforth checking in on Twitter. All the way out, I believe that's Burnley, England is where they're from. Says, well played so far, Indians. Keep it up. Best wishes from Burnley in England. I do apologize if I'm saying that wrong. Got a good following, especially from the Anforth family across the pond. Appreciate them tuning in. So a foul on Meridian, and ICC will have a free kick. That's Dearsley that puts it in there. Keeper does a nice job of punching that one out. Indians tried to quick strike it, but couldn't get a solid foot on it. Lashley keeps it, and we'll get it back to Dearsley. Dearsley inside to Lashley. Lashley wanting to go one-on-one. Good defense by Meridian to force him to give it up. Now the Indians strike from outside, deflected by Meridian, and the Eagles will clear it back to midfield. So now Meridian trying to counter here to see if they can find the equalizer. Sends this one ahead. Nicely done, but a beautiful job there by Walters to step in front of that one and take it away. Nice attack on the ball that time. Goes out of bounds. Firmly off the cedar tree, back into play. So the Indians want to play it simple here. So they try to go up the top. That's going to be Lashley with it. Lashley trying to break away from the defender. Another great job there defensively by Crawford. He doesn't give up anything easy as he was able to jump in front of that one. And ball goes out of bounds back towards midfield. And I believe it'll be thrown in here by Meridian. That will be the case. And that's going to be a yellow card on Braden Walters for delaying the game. That's a good question there by Coach Vogel, saying, why are we doing stupid stuff? It's unacceptable. And, well, that's exactly what that was, for a lack of better terms. It was just not a smart decision. This ball sent ahead, and no, that could be a high kick, and it's going to be. As Meridian thought it should have been a foul on the Indians, but kicked him right above the chest, or the number on his chest there. Walters trying to defend his case after he kicked the ball away that time, but it was a correct call and the yellow card for the delaying the game. Coaching opportunity there for Coach Vogel in the future. Indians make the Eagles retreat back to midfield. Now they fall back defensively. 3-2, still your score. Coming up on 36 minutes to play in the contest here. Jackson, and he's going to put a shoulder into the back of the player. And all right, so this is starting to get a lot like the start of the contest where things were a little chippy. Officials let a few things go, and they actually said it was a foul instead of it going out of bounds, so they did call the foul on Jackson. But one of the things that we saw this to start the contest, things were a little sloppy, a little chippy at times, and the referees had to take over the match for about 8 minutes, and then they kind of got a little sloppy and out of control themselves as this one going to the back post. But, oh, great quick decision there by Guerrero. Good idea as Thomas was just a step away. If he's a half a step quicker, that's an easy goal there for Thomas, but a smart play by Guerrero to clean that one up. But yeah, right around that 23 mark of the first half, both teams and the officials kind of settled in. We had a pretty well-played match after that, as that ball's going to go out of bounds and into Firewater Creek across the way. Remind you, join us Thursday night. We'll have sophomore night for football as East Mississippi comes to town. It'll be a 6:30 Davis Ford pregame show coming your way on Let'sGoICCTV.com on the Red Channel. And then at 7 o'clock, it'll be a First American National Bank opening kickoff. That's when our friends from Super Talk 101.9 FM will join the broadcast. And then Friday at 5 o'clock, we've got playoffs with volleyball as they'll take on Northwest. That'll be at Pearl River. That'll be on the PRCC Media live stream. We'll have those links available for you there on Let'sGoICC.com as well as our Let's Go ICC outlets on social media. Now Meridian coming on the attack here, trying to find the equalizer inside 34 minutes to play now in the contest. Indians lead at 3-2. Meridian retreats back. The ball just takes an awkward hop, but able to keep it, and what a hustle play there, and not sure what they called, but it was Meridian's ball. Now Jackson, he's going to strike and a save. Nicely done there by that was Blake coming up and making the play that time. Strong strike from Jackson, but right at William Blake, who was able to reel that one in. Second ball, and miscommunications on the part of the Indians let that one drop, and Meridian takes it now at midfield, looking to go on the attack here. Meridian dropping this one back, and it's taken away nicely, and handful of jersey, but the official says play on there. Eagles with it now, send it to the middle of the pitch. Trying to find the equalizer here. Indians packing it back defensively. That one deflected nicely there by ICC, sent ahead, and the Indians will control it. Maybe one too many passes backwards now. And this is going to be Jackson going to work. Trying to weave his way through traffic, and he falls on his own. There's no way that's a foul. Well, it was called against Meridian, so again, I didn't see a foul on Meridian either, so, and I'm not that versed on knowing the rules of soccer as others are, so I'm not going to say anything on that because I don't really know. It's a little back and forth we go on this one as Thomas had it, tried to send it ahead, deflected back and out of bounds by Meridian. Substitutions coming into the match here for ICC. Let's get those into you. This is going to be number 7, Elijah Belk. Number 20, Davin Sanders. Number 12, Osvaldo Gonzalez. And number 17, Jorge Favela into the contest here for ICC. Those substitutions are being brought to you by Raising Cane's. That sounds really good right now. As that quick and light lunch I had, well, it's wore off quite a while ago. Now the Indians with it, trying to extend on this lead, but a smart play there by Meridian to keep it away, and going to be a goal kick there. ICC fans want a little bit of a foul call, but yeah, it was a push, but nothing really malicious as ICC was trying to lean in and pop that one off of him. as a foul going to be called on the Indians here.
Hey, if we're doing it this pace, then 20 should be gone as well, yeah? And all these are yellows. He's had 3 or 4.
So apparently there was a yellow card on that one. Wow. Like I said, there's just no consistency. And I'm saying that because there's been yellows called on Meridian, there's been yellows called on ICC. There's no consistency on what he's calling the yellows on. Dangerous ball here as there was a push in the back, but Indians able to clear that one out. Sanders lets this one settle at his feet, trying to battle forward. Meridian's able to fight that one loose, and Sanders taps it away, and Belk has it at his feet now, sends it across the middle. This is Lashley with it on the wide side, now sends it ahead. Indians squeeze it to the far side. That's going to be Thomas with it now. Thomas kind of just letting everybody settle, lets the defense show what they're going to do there. Sends it ahead, bad touch, and Meridian steps in front of it. And now it's going to be a foot race here, and that's going to be a foul on Jackson. And now they're going to put another yellow card on Jackson, and I think that's going to be his second. And now it will turn into a red card, and Meridian's coach will come out and ask this as one of the players from Meridian is talking it over with the referee. And it was a late yellow card, and I'm going to have to agree with the Meridian coach here, as he was not reaching for his pocket until one of the ICC coaches said something about that being the 4th time that he's knocked someone down, and he's going to talk things over. And now the Meridian coach is going to get a yellow card of his own, and I'm just going to say this: I'm having to agree with the Meridian coach on this one. As we've said it, the cards have been very inconsistent today. He's been very late on making the decisions on it, and Jackson will have to come out of the match after receiving his 2nd yellow card of the afternoon. So, yeah. And we saw this. I mean, out of this crew in the women's match, it was one of those you heard both coaches kind of fussing with the referees. It's been the same way here in the men's match. And as they said, one of the coaches said in the women's match, it says it's 20 games into the season. You should be better than this right now. And now you're starting to see the main referee kind of having words with the Meridian player. And now you're starting to hear some Meridian fans getting fired up saying, quit arguing with the kids. So roll, clock, roll is what I say with 29 minutes left in the contest. As Belk will let this one settle and send it back towards midfield. ICC leads this one 3-2. Well, pretty much what that means is next time there is any type of foul that could knock a player down from Meridian, clearly ICC will get a yellow card on that one. And now some fans getting vocal across the way. Let's just hope those tempers stay off the pitch. That's the main thing. So the Indians with it in the middle of the pitch right now, looking to go to work. Lashley, quick touch inside Belt, try to give the give back, but Meridian right there in the right spot to take that one away. That's Cross Lindsay with it at his feet now. He dribbles it forward ahead to Lashley. Lashley sends it out wide to Belk. Belk strikes, but couldn't get a strong foot in that one. And now this ball's being cleared back. ICC had it, but there's Meridian to take it away. Now the Eagles can get out and counter here. Nice ball to the outside, as this is the Eagles on the attack, but beautifully done there by the Indians. Guerrera to knock that one out of bounds and allow the defense to reset. 27:30 to go here in the contest. 3-2. ICC leading this one. Sophomore day here in Fulton. Final regular season match of the day. We said we're still waiting for some matches tonight to go final before we can figure out who's what, when, where, and why. This ball sitting down the pitch, and Castro will keep it in bounds. Now sends it back. And the referee says play on that one. I do agree. It was a good attack on the ball that time. It's going to try to send this one ahead. Nobody there on the back post. It'll be a foot race for it here, and it'll be last touch by the Indians. So the Eagles with it, send this one ahead. Shadows stretching across the pitch here. As we said, just some difficulties today, both with the internet and some other things going on. We've had to set the camera up field level. Hasn't been a bad one, a lot better than the view we had at Hines, and we set up in the concession stand in the case of rain. And the ball did not go out of bounds. Everybody kind of gave up on it, thinking it was going to go out of bounds, and it eventually does, and it'll be a throw-in. Get a substitution coming in here for ICC, as this will be Eli Kitchens entering the contest. So now Meridian with it, trying to get out on the counter here. ICC rushing back. Oh, nice quick touch there to create some room. Opportunity here, but a beautiful attack on the ball. That's there by Gonzalez. You might have heard there Meridian wanted the handball call, but clearly they didn't get it. Kitchens bots this one ahead, and that's going to be a foul on Castro. I'm just saying this, folks, just the way this atmosphere is starting to get in this situation, these next 23 minutes and 45 seconds cannot run off the clock quick enough. Hopefully things can kind of settle down and find a less frantic pace, if you will, here in this one. And it's nothing, like I said, like neither team is maliciously doing anything. It's just one of those that if you've been around JUCO sports, or especially soccer enough, you can just feel, the anticipation, it's just building in a bad direction right now. So the Indians with it, try to squeeze this one ahead. Sanders had it, lost it. Indians able to keep it, though. Swinging this one out wide. This is going to be Kitchens with it at his feet. Loses it for a moment. Is able to get it back. And it's going to be sent out of bounds. Last touch by Meridian. I've been very impressed with the play of number 14 defensively, Cole Crawford, today, as the Indians have used a lot of fancy moves to get away from him, but he just does a good job of keeping his feet solid, grounded underneath him, and not really biting on any of the fancy moves that he's seen throughout the day. as he has been a handful defensively for the Indians. This ball thrown in. Sanders finds it, trying to create some space. Good help defense that time by Chisholm to take it away, and now here come the Eagles on the attack on the other end, trying to see if they can find the equalizer with 22 minutes to play in this one. A lot of running down the pitch, and the ball is going to be sent out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick coming up here, and now we got a little jawing back and forth between a couple of players, ICC and Meridian, so just walk away from that situation. As Kitchens came flying in to clear that ball out, ran into the Meridian player, and the Meridian player had something to say to him, and, well, the ICC player had something to say back, and good job by their teammates to just walk between the two and say, guys, settle down. So a corner kick coming up here for the Eagles. This is still a 3-2 contest and a lot of time left to play. And Meridian apparently not able to get any of everybody on the same page there, and the referee is going to blow the whistle, and we'll have a redo here. And now the referee wants to come back in and say something else. So now they're going to have a little conversation there in net as they're just trying to So now they finally get everything squared away. Send this one over. The header too tall as it's over the back of the net. And we'll stay at 3-2. So a lot of jockeying for position. The referee did not like the fact that they had their hands up, I guess, because Coach Vogel told him our guys to put their hands down. I'm not saying this to question the guy. I'm just saying there's been just a lot of odd calls that you don't see, or I haven't really seen all season, as the Indians with it. And that's Elijah Belk with it at his feet. Now leaves it up forward to Sanders. Sanders strikes, but too tall, looking to go off that back post. And it goes out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick coming up here.
Let's pressure. Yes, Hayden. Yes, Hayden. Let's go, boys.
Apologize, had to answer a few text messages. Some of the SIDs trying to do math on figuring out what the possibilities of postseason play could be. And it's quite confusing, as it could be an interesting tie for first place in the women's match, as that's going to be easily saved there by the Indians. Don Hammock of Gulf Coast and I kind of talking things over there. He was asking a few questions. He was trying to get clarification on the tiebreaker rule. I told him it was the sack races. Sanders! Oh, nearly blisters that one in there. I told him I thought it was the sack race. He said, no, sack race is softball. It is the egg toss that is the tiebreaker in soccer. So I got my sports confused. As this 50-50 ball sent down the pitch. As Castro battles his way through, finds that one forward to Belk. Belk had a nice idea, but just a good defensive play by Meridian to take it back. Now the Eagles with it. 3-2 is the score, coming up on 17 minutes to play in this one. So one of the matches we'll be keeping an eye on tonight for the women will be, I think it's Holmes and Jones that are playing each other. As it's going to be out of bounds, last touch by the Indians, and Meridian's going to rush it to the corner to see if they can catch the Indians out of place defensively. So Meridian trying to find the equalizer here with this corner opportunity, coming up with 16:45 to play in the second half. And that should be a foul on the Indians, and it will be. So it'll be a free kick coming up, basically a redo on the opposite side for a corner kick. Of course, it was interesting situation on the men's side after Hines was ruled ineligible for postseason play by the, I believe, the NJCAA. So that kind of shook everything up in the last few moments heading into the playoffs, as ICC was set to play Hines, I think, in the men's action, but not 100% sure on that one either. But that's the way it kind of shaped out when we all did our math on it. As now the ball comes free, this is going to be Sanders. Sanders with an opportunity here. Going to go forward, but a nice play. Oh my God, what a hit. And Sanders is down. The Indians try to quickly put it back in play, and how is that not? I mean, that's a penalty in football, the American version of football. As Sanders is down. It's those type of plays that can make a match get ugly in a hurry. So Meridian with it, trying to see if they can find the equalizer here. It was a great opportunity there for the Indians. The keeper came up, and that would have been a 15-yard penalty in football, as it was defenseless type player when he took the hit, and as he was trying to make a strike on the ball. Apparently legal. If that don't draw a card, then every other yellow card that's been made of contact today should have not been called at all. So Meridian with it now, trying to advance this one forward. Weaving its way through traffic, but ICC does a good job of clearing that one out. Castro with it now. Wants to leave this one ahead to Sanders. Sanders with it again. Tries to squeeze that one forward, but good job there again. Number 2, who we've called his number a few times today, don't have his name on the roster that we printed off the website for Meridian. So we do apologize for not being able to give him credit for by name for the defensive play that he's had today. This ball broken up. Now here comes Meridian, opportunity here. And the Indians with a push, and there's no foul called there. Substitutions coming in the match here for both teams. Looks like Lashley and El Sheikh will come back in for ICC, and then number 11 for Meridian, Peoria, will come in. I'll say this, like I said, I don't know the rules of soccer as well as everybody that follows the sport a lot closer, but that was a pretty blatant push in the back on the Indians that didn't get called there. It should have probably set up Meridian with a PK opportunity, so the Indians catch a break. This ball sent ahead, but a little bit too far, easily cleaned up that time by Guerrero. That ball broken up, but Meridian will get it back. Now they'll try to send it back in play. Cross Lindsay will put a head into that one. Goes back towards midfield and eventually will find its way to the Indians. That was Kitchens who had it, dropped it off to Lashley. He'll eventually get it back now. Sends it out to El Sheikh. El Sheikh wanting to go 1v1. Goes left-footed and finds that one through. Not really sure how that one made its way through all that traffic. Let's go back and look at this one on the Little Caesars instant replay here as El Sheikh just went to work, and unfortunately when he shot it, it was behind the coach in the way, as we said. Just couldn't necessarily get set up top today, as the goal good for the Indians, and that gives a little bit of breathing room with 12-12 left to play. 4-2 now is the advantage. So as we said, ICC getting a lot of guys in the match that doesn't see a lot of time. Most reserves on the pitch right now. El Sheikh, a guy that does see some minutes but doesn't typically start matches. They do have that back line in there. As looking across, I do see Guerrera, Lindsay, two of the original starters in there. Lashley has checked back in just to spell one of the reserves that have come into the match. El Sheikh's going to get it again, trying to come off the wing here, trying to weave through traffic, drops it back to Lashley. Lashley tries to strike right-footed and taken away nicely there by the Eagles. Now Meridian trying to get out and see if they can catch ICC out of place defensively, but the Indians did a good job of hustling back. Coming up on 11 minutes to play in this one. That one sent across the middle. Indians try to clear it out, didn't get a good kick on it, and Kitchens will keep it alive for the Indians. And I believe that's 14 coming up trying to make a play on the ball as he and Kitchens got there at the same time. Crawford, hopefully he is okay, as like he kind of, when he kicked into the ground as maybe cramping. That's a good sign there that he's cramping, as you see an ICC player and a Meridian player coming up to stretch both those legs out. In that case, as they're trying to get him cramped, trying to get him stopped, and they're going to ask for a stoppage of the clock. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the
Well, as soon as we take the timeout, the young man pops up and is okay. So Meridian having to rush some water bottles off the field as well. So I do apologize to the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi for having to cut that ad short. If we get an opportunity, we'll come back to them a little bit later on in the contest. Coming up on 10 minutes to play, ICC leads it 4-2. Lashley with it at his feet, trying to survey in the defense, works it ahead to El Sheikh, trying to go back to Lashley. Nice job there by Meridian, breaking up that play, and now here come the Eagles. Eagles trying to push this one ahead. Nice job of avoiding the defense and reversing the pitch here. Now back across the middle with it. Indians fall back defensively and force them to retreat here to the near sideline. Now they go back to the backside of it, and this is going to be Chisholm with it, trying to lead this one ahead, but the ball sent out of bounds. Nicely done there by Rodriguez to break that one up. The ball hit a tree and bounced all the way back into the practice field area. A fan giving chase to that one. Will put a foot into it. Will it get over the net? Yes, it will. Hey. Nicely done there by one of the fans, chasing that one down the far side. Meridian will quickly get this one back in play. They trail it 4-2 with 9 minutes left in the contest. Good defense by the Indians, forcing the Eagles to retreat back to midfield to reset the attack. Now they send it out wide. Nice touch there. Just couldn't quite find the footing on it. Indians recover defensively. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Eagles. Starting to see the Eagles work with a little bit more purpose when they're trying to get the ball in on the corner. This one sent ahead, deflected away by Lashley. And now the Indians with it. They're going to leave this one out wide to Belk. And now they're going to send this one. Oh, that was a beautiful ball there, but the keeper comes up and tries to make the play on it. Then Kitchens finds it. He's going to strike, and oh! Good quick decision there by Kitchens, realizing the keeper was out of position. Put a quick foot on it. If he doesn't get his hands up at the last second, that one's in the back of the net there for a goal for Kitchens. So a great hustle play on the part of Guerrero to be able to deflect that one at the last second. It'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Indians. ICC, well, rightfully so. This is what Meridian would be doing if they were up in the case. ICC not getting in a hurry to get this corner kick keyed up here. It's going to be Lashley getting set to put a foot into this one. As this header was nice in that time, Guerrero could not get squared up on that one enough to put that one on frame. That's got to hurt. I've never played soccer before, but that ball was on a rope on the cross that time, and Guerrero put a head into it, and I just can't imagine that feeling too good. A lot of people have said, you know, hey, you need to try it sometime, but a guy that's had 3 concussions in life, I'm not going to do that. This ball deflected around, and a foul's going to be called on the Indians here. No reason to fuss when the whistle's blown right now. There's under 7 to play. It's 4-2 contest, and you're just trying to get out of this one without any injuries, without any just shenanigans going on before this day is through. Lashley with it now. Going to try to leave this one ahead, and this is going to be El Sheikh with it. He's got 2 goals on the day, trying to find the hat trick, but a beautiful play there defensively. And they're actually going to call this a goal kick. Wow. So even better defensive play, as that was Hernandez coming in and making the play. And we'll have a substitution getting set to come in here for Meridian. This will be number 15, and I do not have a 15 on their roster either. So again, I do apologize about that. I printed one off, or CJ printed one off for me. My printer wouldn't work right today. Lashley's just going to send this one back, and the Indians going to continue to kind of just survey the defense and reset the offense where they don't have an opportunity. This one sent ahead. El Sheikh with it now, sends it across the middle to Belk. Belk sends it up forward, and nice play to deflect that one by Meridian. ICC keeps it. Now Lashley, they're going to say he's offside. So Meridian with it now. 5 minutes to play in the contest. ICC leading 4-2. This ball broken up on the attempt to reverse the pitch there. Mad scramble for the ball. Everybody just running into each other, and Meridian eventually finds the handles on it. Eagles send it here on the near side. This ball sent over the middle, deflected away there for a moment. Now ICC clears it out, but Meridian finds it back at their feet. Don't like what they have, so they're going to try to reset the attack here. Coming up on 4 minutes to play now in the contest. ICC up 4-2. Indians led it 3-2 at halftime. And they've been able to add a goal here to get a little bit more breathing room in the second half as they lead it 4-2 now. Lashley's going to send this one ahead. This is going to be Elijah Belk with it at his feet. Now wants to send this one ahead to El Sheikh. El Sheikh looking to go to work. Crosses over one guy, then just pauses for a second, and what a beautiful goal by El Sheikh. He's got the hat trick. Go look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay, and El Sheikh will check out of the contest as Sanders will replace him. Castro will also come in, and he just put on the brakes, paused, and then just a little chip shot on the side of the net there, and ICC now leads at 5-2. We're picking on him, saying it was somebody else's cleats that he's wearing today or spikes that he's wearing today, and they said you got to wear it the rest of the year. Hat trick for El Sheikh today, and the Indians lead at 5-2. Meridian falls asleep, and Indians nearly take that one away. As we got 3.5 to play in this one. Ball taken away there by the Indians. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to just send this one all the way back to the back line to Guerrera, who's going to send it over to the opposite side of the pitch. That's going to be Smith now. And this one's going to be cleared back to midfield. Guerrera comes up and pops that one up. Castro sends it back, and just a little quick game of catch. Now Castro with it at his feet. Want to go 1v1. Leaves it out wide. Kitchens puts a foot into it, but too strong over the top of the net. And now with 2:45 to play, Indians still lead at 5-2. Well, a lot of valuable minutes put in for the reserves today for ICC, and another thing that is, it allows some of the key guys to, one, not have any wear and tear or any extra mileage on their body heading into the playoffs. Of course, again, we're waiting to hear what the what everything will be at the end of the night. We'll try to get that figured out, as a lot of matches left to be played in the conference. Some of these matches are going to come down to some goal differential tie breakers, as that one's out of bounds. Will be last touch by the Indians. Inside 2 minutes to play now. Indians trying to hold strong and maintain this 5-2 advantage to get the win here on sophomore day. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians, disappointing day on the pitch for them, as they seemed a little bit out of sorts as they lost by the final score of 3-1 in the first match of the day. This one booted down the pitch. Castro chasing it down on the far side, and can't keep it in bounds as it rolls out of bounds, and it go back to Meridian. Again, I apologize if the stream was breaking up or continues to break up there, as we're using a backup internet feed, as it's been solid, I feel like, for the most part of the day. It's run into a few glitches and some hiccups along the way, so we do apologize for that. Inside a minute to play now. ICC starting to wrap this one up in red and blue, as they lead at 5-2 here with 45 seconds to play. We appreciate everyone that's tuned in this afternoon. I also want to wish best of luck to Meridian, as they, men and women, if they make the playoffs, so if they continue to play well and have safe travels back down 45 as they head home tonight. And we do appreciate everyone that's tuned in favor of Meridian this afternoon, as well as members of the ICC family. As we're going to wrap things up here with a corner kick for Meridian with 18 seconds to play. Ball is sent on its way, looking for the back post. Nothing there as Castro breaks it up. So for Raphael Henry, Cal Brown, Adam Robinson, and Matt Mallard, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton as your final score in this one. ICC 5, Meridian 2. The Indians win it on sophomore day. As that'll do it. As we'll see you next time here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.